Shall we play a game?
All right. Here we go. Let's jump right into it. Since we're going to be trying to get this, at least the main part of it, done by Friday. So there's two things. This one, and what's this one? Oh, a tattoo. The refugee camps. Okay, let's check this one out. I'm sure this is going to be... This is probably police archives, and I bet you this is probably City Hall. Look at City Hall. It's right here. That's police station. City Hall. Oh, that's Chronicle. Oh, here. I really wasn't. Or I could have probably ran to it. Is it over here? Yeah, there it is. There it is. So this guy is okay, so official period, it has to be now. I don't have a district. I'm gonna be on here. Where's a lot of work. Oh, that's a lot of occupation. Holy shit. Okay, Thomas was born 1840 in London, graduated from the University of Oxford. And honored by the Queen herself. Well, oh, wait. So is it in this building?
I'll be right here.
It's somewhere in this building. That's him. That's Thomas. Yeah. Okay, well.
If you're here on matters of signing up for military service, come back tomorrow. Our department needs to straighten out some business.
Um, yeah, I don't believe that. I think it's, hopefully it's this one.
Why are you staring at me like I'm a Madame Tussauds figure? Didn't you hear what I just said?
You blame yourself for what you did. Won't be any good unless you confess to me, so I'll try to be polite.
What sort of did are we talking about? Are you from the press?
I'm here because of Naylor.
Who?
You don't remember her name.
Lad, if you won't tell me why you came, I'll call for someone here to sort you out, if you get my meaning.
Do you recognize this man?
We definitely look alike. But you have the wrong person.
Really? Then you won't mind if I pass this along to the newspaper?
All right. All right. Is this about money, as you said in the letter? What kind of sum are we talking about?
I've never written a single word to you. Bribery, not my style.
So, that letter, it wasn't from you?
Well, it appears that more and more people in the city are finding out about your despicable hobby, doesn't it? You're in the clutches of justice, and very soon they will squeeze you. It's in your best interest to cooperate.
Fine. I suppose now we have a nice long talk. Do you drink, Mr.
Sherlock Holmes. And I do not.
Shame. All the best discussions are accompanied by a glass of whiskey. But out of respect for you, I won't drink either.
Respect? That's an unusual word in your mouth, Mr.
Where are my manners? My name is Thomas Norton, a British envoy in Cordona on a military mission. So, where do we start?
You mentioned blackmail. Tell me about it.
All right. A couple of days ago, I received an anonymous letter. It said that in the art gallery at Caravansary there exists a painting that incriminates me. The blackmailer made it clear that if there is a painting, then a photograph exists too. And I should be wary of what it might do to my reputation.
What does the blackmailer want from you?
Money, of course. What else do such people want? Needless to say, I don't remember anyone taking photographs at the party. Up until the last moment, I hoped he was bluffing. But he wasn't, as you've just proven to me.
Show me the letter.
I burnt it as soon as I read it. I've left enough evidence. There's no need for any more.
What happened at the party?
So, let's return to the beginning. What happened at the party?
I vaguely remember that night. As usual at such parties, you meet people, you talk with them, they invite you to spend some time alone with them. What can I say? I got myself mixed up with the wrong company, and somebody must have mixed some psychoactive substance in my drink. After that, it's all blurry. I completely lost my sanity. I made a terrible mistake which I regret deeply.
You don't say. Do refugee girls often appear on the menu at those types of parties?
It's rather rare.
So you didn't attend the party to engage in an exotic experience involving a vulnerable woman unable to accuse you of assault?
I would never have planned such a terrible thing. What happened was just bad circumstance.
Boniface Mercurio, does the name mean anything to you?
He's an artist, right?
The one responsible for the painting that compromises you. I found him dead in his room.
Oh, that is bad. Wait, you don't think that I have anything to do with this?
You had motive to kill him.
Maybe I did, but listen. I know how this looks, but murder? That's on another level. I had thoughts that this Mercutio...
Mercurio.
Well, him, yes. I thought he could have been the blackmailer. But I was too afraid to make any hasty decisions. There were plenty of ways to fail by making a move, so I chose to wait. To see what he would do next. You have to believe me.
I don't believe people, I believe evidence.
Then look at the evidence.
The painting that depicted you in the image of the devil was stolen by a mercenary. Did you have anything to do with it?
I might be a rotten person, sir, but hiring criminals for illicit purposes is not in my daily schedule.
And buying the painting in an attempt to hide the crime, is that on your daily schedule?
What would you do in my situation?
I would never put myself in such a situation.
You're young. I could never have imagined myself in my current position, yet here I am in front of you. We all make mistakes, Mr. Holmes, and I'm no exception. Mr. Holmes, I've built my entire career on hard work and uncompromising dedication to the crown. I made a mistake, but I'm not a villain from some cheap adventure fiction. By putting me behind bars, you will benefit precisely no one.
Rotting in prison is the least you deserve, but I have a better idea. You will make amends and help the ones you hurt.
Help the refugees.
Use your connections to help patriate the refugees, find them decent homes, give them jobs. There must be a meaning to your position and my decision.
Yes, all right, I can do that. So, will you give me the photograph now?
That's not all. Naylor deserves the very utmost of what you can do.
Help the girl? I can't risk the press paying extra attention to her. I will do anything except that.
I need to think this all through. Don't do anything foolish in the meantime.
Like a fresh one, like it's more than coronet.
Such is the arrogance of British imperialism. I take your point.
Bam. Okay, I'll catch up real quick. I can't remember when you left. But I know I was down at the docks at the refugee camp. I can't remember where I was at that point, though. But anyway, pretty much what I did was, where am I at? I'm at City Hall, right? Yeah, so I was down here at the refugee camp under this bridge. I basically came to City Hall to look up this in the archives, which led me to his information, which was he was pretty much in this City Hall. He had an office in here. Okay, so if I bring him the photograph, he'll help the refugees, but I got this one to go to. I think this is a police archives. Because this is about the tattoo, the intruder that got killed. So, it was a Mind Palace. Where's everything goes? Some of the situation. Lose. That's got to be one. Appreciate it. What? It give you a break. Give you a break from me. In college, I had someone tell me that I was like a shot of whiskey. I was best in small doses. I wasn't sure if that was a compliment or not. Well, yeah, this is way too soon. I have to go. I have to go see this one first. I mean, I got to go to the police archives because this is an archive. I got to look something up. I hate that it does. Wait, who's going? Oh, no. I hate that it does that because it makes me think that, oh, I'm done, but I'm not. Okay, let's head to the police station. No, this is still it. No. This was still it, Bim. This is an ongoing case. This is a long one. This is a main one. So, yeah, it's this one, and then I forgot what the other one's called, but there's one more, and then that'll finish I think it finishes the main quest. So I'm going to try to, I am going to try to speed it up and get through them. Cause like I said, I'd hate for it to be like cliffhanger for, a week, a little over a week. So I'm going to try to not rush through it, but, and hopefully I can get it done by Friday. But, give you, and where did I say I need to go place? And I'll give you I'll give you an update on Windows 11. It's almost scaring me that it's going smooth. 'Cause remember I told you I was leaving OBS and all that stuff to do last, and so I worked on it and did all my updates to all my plugins and all that stuff. And in OBS, I never messed with it, but you can export a profile and you can export scene collection and you can export something else. And I exported all those. Then I imported them with all the, I'd already updated everything. Like I installed it, then I did all the updates, and then I imported all the stuff. And I was surprised because I was like, holy shit, I think this is going to work. Without me having to rebuild everything. And then I cleaned up some things that I didn't need anymore. There's two things as I know of right now that I'm not going to bother with, but there was a feature called Whiteboard. It was a projector. I don't think I ever even used it on here, but it was where something I could bring up. I could bring up the monitor and then I could draw on it with my mouse. And I don't think I ever did it with you guys. I don't think there was ever a need. I don't think. So I went ahead and removed that one. And then the other one is StreamFX. Most of my plugins and the main ones, right? The ones that are like the ones I really need to kind of make it work. StreamFX is more of like icing on the cake type of thing, where you can make stuff like the mask. Like, so to give you an example, like this stuff, when I'll go like, I wanted to make sure like, oh wow, that did do it already. This is on my Windows 10 machine, but I thought that was different. Anyway, but like that stuff, that's really stuff I really want and need, because it's just move transition stuff. All that stuff worked fine. But like the pretty stuff or this one doesn't. And this is tied to a StreamFX plugin. So the masking dynamic mask thing that this uses, I'm using I don't know if it was alpha or beta version of StreamFX because they're not up to date yet. I think they're trying to catch up. But anyway, that's the only thing so far that I've found, that's kind of crazy. To be honest, at least to me it is. That, you know, but like all my stuff, I haven't did my touch portal stuff, but like my Stream Deck and my other stuff, I tested some of those things and it worked fine. And anyway, so that's good news. But I'm gonna whenever I get through with this stream, I'm gonna I'm gonna do it as if I'm like log into my Windows 11 machine and do like as if I was doing a stream, and you know, do a recording and just see how everything is. I mean, there's gonna probably need to be some adjustments and stuff like that, but I freaked out with it. Was like, I was thinking I was going to have to rebuild all those scenes. And to be honest, I wasn't really looking forward to it because I don't even remember what I did on some of that stuff. I mean, I can figure it out because I figured it out the first time. But the deal is I was like, I know I had scenes nested in scenes, and those scenes had filters within one scene, but not the other scene. And, you know, it's like, I was like, this is going to be a nightmare if I have to go back through this. But luckily, it doesn't look like I'm going to have to do that because it seems like it's working okay. Anyway, that's the good news. Okay, so this guy is a smuggler. I already know that, right? So crimes, smuggling, subject, districts, Scaladio. What was this? I've had that. It's just goes 2 lines. And some of the things that were incompatible and stuff, I thought, oh, it's because it's updated version or Windows 11 or something like that. No, it's when I looked at that same stuff on this machine, they're incompatible here too. They just happen to work, which leads me to believe, you know how sometimes I'll say I'll have to restart because the noise suppression is like it's not working. So I'll just restart my computer because I'm not sure what it is. And I hadn't really, I couldn't recreate it to troubleshoot it. I think I know what it was because the incompatibility plugin that I use is my noise suppression. And if it's incompatible plugin, then that makes sense that it's probably not going to work right every single time. And so every so often it'd probably wig out, and that's probably what it is. So whenever I go to Windows 11 machine, I'm using Elgato's noise suppression. So that's what I was saying last stream where I might have to mess with the noise suppression. I haven't recorded it, but as far as the noise suppression, it seems like it works about the same. But, and the other thing too, I don't know if I mentioned this. I told you that there was quirks in Windows 11 whenever you did install, or just not every install. But I don't know if I told you one of them, which was I was trying to open File Explorer and it would just refresh but not go anywhere. It was like something was up. I didn't know what was up, but it was annoying and I wasn't sure what it was. But when I started thinking about it, I was like, well, you know what? It was working when I first did it. So maybe but you know, when you're doing that, you're installing so much software at one time. That's the only bad thing about doing that is that you install so much stuff and then you reboot or and then all of a sudden it's like something's not working right. And you're like, oh shit. Well, I installed 7 things since then. So which one of those things was? I lucked out. I did a search, not just the error code, the whole thing of the error code. And a guy said he was in an Adobe forum for CS4, which is what I have, the old CS4. That's old suite. And he said that he did what they suggested, which was turn off CS Drive or uninstall it and reinstall it. And he said that didn't work. The cool thing about it was he gave a problem and then he actually came back to it and and told what the solution was. And it's 2 lines in registry that if you remove them, it's perfectly fine. And it was weird. It was just like if I went to click File Explorer on my taskbar, it wouldn't open. But if I were to hit start and hit File Explorer, it would open. And then from that point on, the taskbar shortcut would work. It was a weird It was one of those I call me and Gree. I call these OTWIT. They're OTWIT. OTWIT. It's off the wall IT stuff. Like it's like shit I'll probably never never hear of again. And I was talking about how I wish over my career I would have made like a web page and like wrote like all of them down, like all those weird things. It would be, to me, it would be interesting. Probably a nice archive to have. Oh, I mean, probably some of it, of course, would be out of date. But anyway, okay. But just like any user interface, you have to get used to it. But I'll usually hit Windows key and I start typing. That's how I open most of my stuff. But I will say this, I haven't messed with the GUI that much. But what I have messed with it, I have a pro and a con. And it's both have to do with the right click. If I right click something and say it's a zip file, and I use 7-zip for my stuff. So if I right click it and I want to extract it with 7-zip, it has the new polished Windows 11 menu, and then it has more. And so I have to hit more, then it will give me the Windows 10 menu, not the nice pretty one that Windows 11 does. Windows 10 did it with Windows 7, and I think Windows 7 did it where they gave you a nice pretty one, but if you wanted to dig into it, and you probably know this, if you wanted to when you started digging into it, you kind of went back to the old interface. That's what this does. And then that's how you got to get to it. So it's more clicking involved. If I were to open it, like if I use, it's the same thing if I want to, you know how you can do a right click and send to desktop to create a shortcut? That one's not in that first little menu. You have to hit more, which brings up the older menu, and then you can click that. What I like though is in that new menu, so you used to have that list of stuff, rename, delete, whatever, cut, copy, paste. What it did was in that menu, when you right click on it, at the very top in small icons, it has cut, copy, rename, delete. It has them all right there. So you don't have to scroll down or go down the menu and do it. It has the most popular ones kind of highlighted at the top. It's probably the ones that, are the most popular ones. I do like that. Because just renaming it or deleting it, something like that. I do like that. But anyway, that's right off the bat, just messing with a little bit. That's a pro and a con. But there's always going to be tweaks and shit. And I don't want to do a different menu or start menu or something like that. Or, I kind of want to try to keep seeing it. I might dislike it, but I'll try to go back. I already made I don't like when I go to sign in and it blurs it. And Windows 10 had the option to remove that. Windows 11 doesn't. But you can go into registry. There's a registry setting that I found. Of course you can find it. That someone, it's like some of the things you don't understand why they even removed it and why they put shit in, it's just why did that hurt anyone by leaving that option to not blur, the login when you go to put your password in, whatever. But I found the registry setting to change it. So I've done that. So there's little stuff like that I'm going to, eventually, get it the way I like it, and then back it up. So did you update to Windows 11 and go back? Suspect. Oh yeah. Like I think before I went from 7 to 10, I waited a little over a year. And I'll be honest with you. Or I don't even know if I waited a year. The deal is, one of the big factors for us being in IT is you know, businesses aren't going to make that quick of a call. If they're smart about it, they're not going to do it. They're going to let it simmer as long as they can to make sure it's all broken in and nice and good before they go over. But when IT gets a sniff that the change is starting or is going to probably be happening soon, then we got to at least get it on our system so we can start messing with it and become familiar with it so we can actually work on it when the time comes. So a lot of times that's the pushing factor for me to do it, and the pushing factor for me not to use anything but what Windows gives me, so I can become accustomed to it and how to maneuver around in it. So if someone has an issue, I can tell them how to do it and not how like I would do it. Like Stardock, I use this program on Stardock called Fences on my personal one. And it's a cool little program where I can put icons and stuff in groups. And like I'll have my gaming icons down here in like a rollaway menu, and then I'll have my launchers in this one, and I'll PC stuff on this one, and programs, you know, just stuff. But they also have that start menu that they offer too. I don't know what it's called, Start 10 or Start 11 or something like that. Anyway, I thought about getting that one and using it, but I was like, that kind of defeats the purpose. I need to learn the operating system so I can get used to it and tell people, you know, how to do something if I need to. Yeah, I think Microsoft, when it went to Windows 7, had the issue where they were trying to do too many, they tried to make it so easy that they made it a pain in the ass. And like, they didn't make it hard or difficult, but they made it just a pain in the ass. I think they looked at it as, we're giving the user options. And it's like, yeah, but when I tell someone this is how you can get to the control panel, and then they go, well, this is how I get to it. Yeah, that's fine then. You can get to it that way. You're at the control panel, right? Yeah, but you told me to do it this way. And they don't understand that. It doesn't matter. But, that's what we have to deal with, as IT people. It's like people want to, is it the same? Like we literally have users that say, is it the same control panel? Yeah, it's the same. It's just Microsoft's trying to make it so easy that like, I can hit Windows key and start typing control panel and hit control panel. Or you can right click and do it that way. Or you can, go into my PC and do it that, and and it's just, that's my issue. That's one of my bigger issues with Microsoft. They try to make it so easy that they make it difficult. And I don't mean difficult and it's hard to do. They make it difficult as in confusing. Because I don't really know if they know who their user base is that's, using it. But anyway, and then the look of it, to me, the Windows 11, they're trying to do the Mac OS and which is no problem, but Linux operating system where they have the little center bar, and I mean me looking at that, I thought I was looking at like my old Linux KDE, desktop and Mac OS desktop, because even before Mac OS did it, Linux KDE was doing that same thing. And I think the GNOME desktop had that same thing where they would center their bar and put everything in there. And then it pretty much looked like Mac's OS. But anyway, okay. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why it's like, well, I need to go ahead and install it and get used to it, become familiar with it. So whenever we do push it out, we'll know. Because we had, I'll just say this real quick. One of the procedures I had on or telling people something about locking their desktop was I hit Windows key and L to lock my desktop. But in the instructions I told them to right click on the start icon and then do it that way. And I had someone come up to me and goes, well, I do it Windows and L. And I was like, yeah, that's the way I do it too. That's fine. And they were like, well, why didn't you tell that? Why didn't you say that instead of the way you did it? The way you did it's more difficult. I said, you think so, but half the people in this building don't even know what a Windows key is if I told them Windows key. And they were like, no. And I'm like, yeah. I said, so it's easier for me to say right click the start icon and do it than it is to tell them the Windows key and hit L. Anyway, okay. All right, I'm gonna back out of this because I know it's gonna give me an offer for it.
The police had a lot on him, and at the same time, nothing at all. Amateurs.
All right, let's get on the case. So we're going. Let's see what's up here. Camp intruder tattoo. This is envoy thing. This is where we need to go to this one. So bizarre Okay, it's Bazaar Road. I'm assuming that's where I need to go. And the crazy thing about that, Pim, is, wait, where he did says, and you would know this being an older guy. It doesn't matter the age, because I remember like now, do more older people not have a grasp? Yeah, probably, but it's not some given. I remember whenever my nephew and nieces were young and they knew how to work a phone, and my mom and dad were like, "Oh, you better watch out. You know, they're going to just know everything." And then you ask them anything about tech and they have no idea. They only know what they want to do on their phone. And that's pretty much it, unless they are truly interested in it. So, you know, you get young people that have no clue. They're just oblivious as someone that's been in the, you know, the building or, you know, the company, or we're not really a company, the commission, you know, for years. But if they're not interested in learning or whatever, or, you know, it's going to be the same no matter what age they are. Southeastern. Really? I can honestly say Linux Mint was probably one of my favorite distros from Linux. I messed with Linux Mint for a little while too, but I always had Microsoft. So I would see other Linux ones, and like I'd have old laptops that I didn't, you know, I don't want to pay for a Microsoft license on it, you know, or a Microsoft product on it. So like I have two laptops that they're old laptops. One of them, I don't even know if it boots up anymore, but they both have Linux Mint on it. Because I agree. I think Linux Mint I like Linux Mint better than Ubuntu. Ubuntu, like, I just liked it. I'm not paying attention. Oh, Bazaar. I had the wrong one. Southeastern. Oh, I'm on the wrong damn side. I'm on Southwestern. I agree. I liked it too. I liked that the GUI was nice. Yeah, for a while there, I was trying to like transition. It might be better now, but then I was just like, I put Wine on there and try to run certain Windows programs, and Bazaar and Roman. There's Bazaar. Oh, okay. Here we go. Down here. Oh, shit. Am I not out of the... Oh, I'm not out of the station yet. I know. I need to get a move on. Like, I mean, I don't want to rush it too much, but, you know, damn. Okay. Yeah, I'm hoping I can get this one and do that, and then possibly do the last one, of the main quest Friday. I did read where they said, like before you start the last one, to make a save because there's no free roam. So it should be Southeastern Bazaar Road near the crossing. Bazaar Road near the crossing. This is Bazaar. That's Roman Crossing. Let me run up this way. I don't even think, yeah, I was getting ready to say, I don't even think I've ran over here. That's the bad thing. It seems like I've been playing this game a long time, but it doesn't seem like I've even, have done that much. Like, I don't know why. I mean, not that it feels that way. The only reason I'm saying it is because I number all my streams, and we're getting in like, long, like this is, oh shit, I don't know what this is going to be 14, I think. And like, now some of those streams that I did previous to this one, like Vampire the Masquerade and for sure Disco Elysium, those streams were they were 3 to 4 hours. So, those were longer. But then also, I mean, there was more of them, but they were also longer. But I mean, to be honest, this is the point of me streaming, is although I wasn't near as efficient on this game. Okay, it says about Southeastern Bazaar Road near the crossing with Roman Road. Let me run back here and see. Come on. Ooh.
It seems they're not expecting guests.
I won't wait for an invitation, John.
So what's the infiltration plan, Sherry? I'd go in through the rooftop if we had a harpoon gun.
See, I've done this is like the third time have done this in this game, where if I would have just looked up, I would have noticed that was where it was. But I'm so used to games. There we go. We're going in probably through here. Yep. I'm walking now.
These workers don't look like your average Cordona folk.
They're refugees from the camp.
That's our way in, Sherry.
There's got to be a fight.
Hey, yo. This is private property. You lost something.
Um,
Good day, sir. I've been sent by City Hall to see Mr. Bernadotte about...
Mr. Bernadotte isn't seeing anyone. You have 3 seconds to walk away or you'll never walk again. Capito?
It's in Mr. Bernadotte's best interest to...
1.
hit him.
I did try to resolve this peacefully.
I mean, I don't know if Sherlock would have necessarily did it. That was more of a hybrid of me and...
Don't bother moving. You've lost. No more crime for you until next month.
What? Snuff ready?
I couldn't miss the party.
Don't bother moving.
God damn it.
I'm coming.
Take a rest, my friend.
Where you at? I don't know.
Don't cry, you'll live.
Oh shit. Oh, I didn't kill him, did I? No.
I'm coming.
I think the I'm coming dude is the brute.
Give him the pepper snuff. I thought we were
Oh
against...
crap. Well, I think that might have been my first kill. Shit. Ah shit. Go run, run, run. I need to build up health.
Time to knock this guy out.
No more crime for you until next month. Don't cry, you'll live.
Run, 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 run.
Don't bother moving.
The snuff's ready.
Get him? I think I got him. It's not. I know I killed one. I think it's the first one I've actually killed. It's it's wild that like these during the story they're so much easier than if I were to go to the bandit's lair. When I did that one, it was so much. I didn't do it on stream, but whenever I did it off stream, so I could get some coins.
You've disappointed me so much, Sherlock.
Jeez Louise.
Sherry, look. This seems familiar.
A Dogon statue from West Africa. A century old at least.
Well, that is, I did pretty good though. I think that's the first death one.
Traditional for the Chokwe people of Central Africa. VH Grindley Flow Blue Tableware. This is what lies behind the facade of Bernadotte Company Limited.
Oh no, back out.
An amazing piece of culture. I imagine many collectors and museums would be interested in having it.
No, 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 back out.
An amazing piece of culture. I imagine many collectors and museums would be interested in having it.
This, I don't think this guy. Oh, he does.
No, sir. Don't hurt me.
It's all right. I won't harm you.
Like you didn't harm the folks on the way here.
Wow, John, let it go, dude. The first one I've done. Son of a bitch.
Let's see what's hidden there. Vogel's stolen painting. Isn't it curious how it developed into a much more interesting case?
Right? I mean, geez, get off my case, John. Was there... What is wrong? What's that stance? What's he doing?
This marble fella, it's like he was made after my image. You see it?
I do. I was gonna say that. Was he trying to pose like the statue? So I want to make sure. Is this? No, that's to get out, I think, isn't it? Okay. I want to make sure I wasn't. I'm sure there wasn't, since that's a fight.
Don't come any closer. One step and I'll shred you to pieces.
No one will find your body.
Keep standing in my way and no one will ever see you again.
Righto. Yes. Yep. Well, excuse me, sir. I think I hear... I've got to... It's better I leave.
Whoa. Oh, wow. That was as if somebody put my words in your mouth.
Okay. I'll be right back. Tim, I'm going to get a refill of my coffee. I'll be right back. All right, let's check the doors. Logistics. Oop, what's this? There's only one door I can go through.
Please don't shoot me. I have a family.
I suppose it's Mr. Bernadotte with our fine governor. "1875. Was taken a few years back. John, how many people in Cordona have a photograph with the governor, do you think?
You definitely don't have one.
Spare me.
Invitation to ball. Well, nothing there. Uh-oh. That probably leads outside. Huh? Yeah. This did nothing? No. What is John doing over in accounting?
So, you've cut through all the guards just to talk to me. Then come here, and we shall talk.
I wonder if she would have been so scared if I wouldn't have killed that person. That'd be wild, huh? Like, she wouldn't be as... Well, I mean, because she heard gunfire in the other room, maybe? Yeah, there's a weapon right there. Just leave a pistol laying out. All right, let's see what he has to say.
Whenever you're ready. I'd hate to intrude.
What you got here? Hickey. Oh, hey. What was the other? I think the other one was 2 stripes on a ball on top. So it's some kind of insignia thing. You wouldn't know that. Didn't pilots have that too, don't they, Bim? Don't you guys have, didn't y'all have like, I don't know what it would be called. I'm trying to think of what it was in. Well, no. I meant like a ranking or like lieutenants, like Army had like, you know, second lieutenant, first lieutenant, captain, that thing. Does commercial pilots have that too? They have that too, right? Yeah, this is he's the big wig. Captain and first officer, okay. Doesn't shun dirty work. Okay. I don't know what that Palagra? Why'd that do that? him. You're like, arrest him. I don't care. Calculated mastermind. I'm just gonna go with room. I don't even want to read it. I mean, I think it's pretty much ruthless crime lord would be his.
Bad news. The thug you sent to the refugee camp only succeeded in stabbing himself. His next and final journey will be to the morgue.
Hold your horses. Who the hell are you?
Sherlock Holmes. And you are Niccolo Bernadotti, a smuggler, kidnapper, and notorious cutthroat, among other things.
Few men would dare waltz into my office and address me like that. You are either overconfident or unintelligent. This is private property. Give me one reason why I should not shoot you on the spot. I am sure my friends at the station would call it self-defense.
I mean, I'm gonna be. I guess it really doesn't matter what order.
Mr. Bernadotti, do you know the name Boniface Mercurio?
I do not.
Mercurio was a local artist. Recently, a man broke into his apartment, ransacked the place, and killed him. The thief was looking for something.
You are testing my patience, boy.
In a moment, the connection will reveal itself.
Your man died at the camp.
As I said, your man was found dead in the refugee camp. He was there to kidnap a woman, but the other refugees intervened to try and save her. The ensuing scuffle resulted in the man's accidental suicide. He sported the same tattoo as your men in this building. In fact, it also bears a resemblance to the one on your neck. Care to explain what business your man had with this woman?
You have no idea what you are talking about. I can assure you this was no kidnapping. The refugees in the camp are on edge. What happened there is a tragic accident, one I am not responsible for.
For what reason was your man there if not to abduct her?
Why would I answer? You are yet to justify your presence in the slightest.
Okay.
I was hired, privately, to investigate the recent theft of a painting from an art gallery. My investigation led me to a man from your organization, and thus, to you, Mr. Bernadotti.
That is quite a stretch. Why would I need to steal a painting when I could buy anyone I wanted?
Interestingly enough, I spotted the stolen painting in your storeroom.
I buy and sell a lot of things, Mr. Holmes. Unfortunately, if this is true, it is not the first time I have been sold stolen merchandise. I presume you were hired by the owner of the gallery. Tell them to contact me, and we'll sort out the situation. So, this painting is why you broke into my office. So many words, so little action. When you barged into my office, Mr. Holmes, I got the impression you wanted to talk business. Now I see you had come just to talk. Tell me exactly what you want, or get out.
It was necessary groundwork for what comes next. I have enough evidence to conclude that the gallery thief, the artist's killer, and the dead man in the camp are all the same person.
Your time is almost up, Mr. Holmes.
Before you draw your gun, there is one final detail I am yet to mention. The young woman your man was tasked to collect from the refugee camp had been defiled at a perverse masquerade party. That violation was captured in a photograph by Boniface Mercurio and used as a reference for his painting. The photo shows the attacker's face.
Finally. That's why you're here, Mr. Holmes. You have the photograph.
It is what your man was after when he broke into Mercurio's apartment, and it is what you're after too, isn't it, Mr. Bernadotti?
You have the photograph with you. How much do you want for it?
I am not naive enough to carry it with me, but I am yet to decide what I shall do with it. I know the man in the photo is a British envoy. What interest do you have in his downfall?
I must admit, I am rather impressed by how comprehensively you have pursued this matter. And so, you deserve the honest answer. My business dealings are often arduous in their bureaucracy. A man in his position, willing to look the other way, could ease my work significantly. In return, I will make sure no one looks his way either. A favor for a favor.
also known as blackmail, the modus operandi of any true professional.
It was not originally my idea. Mercurio set things in motion, extorting the envoy for the most trivial of ends. Money. In response, the envoy hired my man to retrieve the painting and the photograph, eliminating Mercurio's leverage. I only learned the whole story after the artist was killed in his home.
And rather than extricate yourself, instead you took over Mercurio's venture.
It fell into my lap. As a businessman, I simply seized the opportunity. Now, how much do you want for the image?
I could not help but appreciate the collection of smuggled artifacts in your storeroom. You have rather diversified your business.
Oh, high and mighty of you, Mr. Holmes. Not all smuggling is immoral. I pay generous rates to developing cultures and spread their culture to eager buyers. And furthermore, I supply many immigrants with a taste of home.
A very convenient way of thinking.
I have traveled wildly, Mr. Holmes. I've seen people in far-flung lands for whom my services are a lifeline. Without them, they would starve. The tax on cargo is often so absurd that it would be more profitable to simply sink your ship than dock it in the harbor. And trust me, I am speaking from experience.
Why did you need the girl?
Why did you send your man to remove the woman from the camp?
Without a photograph, her testimony was the next best thing. Securing her was in everyone's interest. Victims and witnesses all too often disappear. I thought the girl was safer with us. I did not anticipate what would happen at the camp.
Refugees at your house.
I saw refugees from the camp at your warehouse. They work for you.
I have made certain arrangements with City Hall and the police. Thanks to me, refugees can work and be paid. It's a pathway to freedom.
And how much do you save by capitalizing on their cheap labor?
I have heard no complaints. They seem happy just to get out of that slum.
Why should I give you the photograph?
Just name your price.
What if my price were not money? You claim to have connections, Mr. Bernadotte. Perhaps you could improve conditions for the refugees. Give them a chance for a better life.
Ha! I do have connections, Mr. Holmes, but help the whole camp? You are asking too much. I could, however, make arrangements for one person. The woman who was violated will have her own home outside the camp, solely for her and her child. She will no longer be a refugee, but a princess. That I can guarantee.
Is that really possible?
It will be neither fast nor easy, but I can do it. She deserves it, don't you agree? And as for her abuser, he will serve me, as much as he deserves.
So in your plan, everybody will be given their due. Especially you, Mr. Bernadotte.
Seems like a fair deal, no? I doubt anyone could offer you better. Simply give me the photograph, and the world becomes a better place. I give you my word.
So, this seems like it's coming down to a, who do I give the photograph to, whoever's going to make the world better. Almost not even like, well, we already know. I'm still not sure if the envoy, he said the envoy hired the guy to go take the painting, and then he just took off where Mercurio, left off. Took up where Mercurio left off. I don't know if I believe him on that. But I don't know. It might be the case. But I think that's what this is coming down to. What's this one? Oh, that's for me to go talk to him. What's this one? Oh, let's go to Mine Palace. Oh, this is going to probably be... No. So see, this is... Okay, so this is... The envoy wants to... And then if I do this one, what does this lead to? Or just something else? So this guy's wanting to blackmail him. So is that only two options? I guess so. Okay, so this is... Oh, it is. Oh, shit. I think this might be the end of this case, or coming up to it. This was, I talk to Bernadotte and take his offer, or this one is, I go talk to the envoy and give him the picture. I think I'm going to go to the envoy and give him the picture. What's this one? What's this? What? Okay. Let's go see what Homie says. I can't get out. Okay, collect that. Can I get out? I don't think I can. No, I can't. All right. We'll see you, Bernadotte.
Now open, sir. You can leave through it. If you want, of course.
Well, thank you. You're not as worked up now. So let's go visit Vogel. I'm going to save. Right. Wait, that was it, wasn't it? Yeah, okay. I really wasn't that far. I could have probably ran. I figure we'd go back in here one more time so you can see the clock, Ben. There you go.
Mr. Holmes, you've returned. Have you uncovered anything new about the theft?
Oh, this is, there's nothing to it. It's just either give him the photo, give Bernadotte the photo. I thought he was going to tell me what he might do with it. And I think...
Not yet, Mr. Vogel.
And I think we both agree that he's a creepy dude. So I have no idea what he's going to do with it. I think we might have to trust the envoy about doing the mending. Helping the refugee camp and stuff. Yeah. So one is, I don't know what the creepy dude artist would be. We don't know what he's going to do. Bernadette is, he'll help Nellie or Nell or whatever her name was. And the envoy is he'll help the refugees. So I think this one's more for the... What are you doing putting posters up? All right.
Have you thought it all through?
Yep, we're going to give you the photograph.
Almost. The refugees, what will happen to them?
Well, I wouldn't be standing here in this fancy office if I didn't know how to pull the right strings. In fact, it's the only thing I know. The local governor will receive a decree signed by the House of Lords containing a request to patriate the refugees in the name of the Crown.
From where did you gain such influence?
I never asked you how you found the photograph. So don't ask the magician how he performs his tricks.
But how can I believe you?
Ugh, I presume you do believe in my selfishness. The initiator of the refugee salvation will be none other than the British envoy, savior and protector of those in need. It's a win situation for me, too. Now, what about the photograph?
You deserve to be punished, but the greater good is what matters here. I won't bargain it for justice for Naylor.
I'm glad that this situation is over.
It will be over when you settle the matter of the refugees.
You have my word, Mr. Holmes.
Oh, what? Oh, I don't think that records it. Let me see. No, you don't see it. Okay. Wait, what did that even go? I gotta see something real quick. I'm not sure if that's even working. Yeah, okay, it's working. This is something I haven't tested either. I don't know if it works. But I was trying to say I got an achievement, but I didn't catch it on Steam. But this doesn't capture the buffer's not my desktop. The buffer's just the game, and that's what I thought. I was like, that's why I was doing that, because I was curious to know what achievement I got. And I figured you didn't mind looking at the clock. Okay, let's see what Vogel says.
Mr. Holmes, you've returned. Have you uncovered anything new about...
Just said this.
I've brought news, but not all of it will please you.
Fill me in, Mr. Holmes. I won't shoot the messenger.
Do I see both of these? Yeah, probably. Let's start with the bad news first.
I tracked down Boniface Mercurio.
I presume he wasn't delighted about the situation.
He was not having a good day on account of his murder. Killed in his own flat by the same person that stole his painting.
Oh, sweet Mercurio. Perishing in the pursuit of his art. How apt. I will miss his exceptional sense of humor.
This dude is weird.
I located the thief, but found him rather cold. He was tight-lipped about the painting, too.
Huh, he's dead. How very droll, Mr. Holmes. One presumes you were not responsible.
It was an accident at the refugee camp. He impaled himself on his own knife.
Life is nothing if not cruel and capricious. What about the stolen painting? Have you located it?
I found the painting, but I could not retrieve it.
Well then, where is it?
In Bernadotti's office.
Bernadotti? That shady businessman? Why would he steal it from me?
I'm afraid you'll have to ask him yourself.
I take it you found something more then. What happened to your crusade of truth? Was it not that important after all?
No truth will satisfy you, Mr. Vogel.
It was not an attack, Mr. Holmes. If you've chosen not to tell me, I respect your intention. But it is just rather boring, isn't it?
It is what it is.
Well, now that we've resolved all of our outstanding matters, I have a gift for you. I took the liberty of having it delivered to Stonewood Manor. I am told it belonged to your mother.
What is it?
And what exactly have you sent me?
Frankly, I'm not sure how to answer that. I trust you'll know.
Previously, you mentioned there may have been more to my mother's passing than consumption. It appears you were right.
Oh dear. I'd hoped to be wrong.
She was unstable, mentally unwell. She required sustained, specialized treatment, but her madness persisted.
I knew that Violet had disappeared from the public eye, but had no idea of her suffering. I cannot imagine what you're feeling.
I'm fine.
What the hell was that? It's like he was getting all intense, and then it's like the graphic is, I'm fine.
Thank you, Mr. Vogel. I am curious to see what you have procured.
80. So wait, that one. Oh, we did pick the right one. Because one at 80, I said it would be 80 if it's the right one, and then less if it's the other one. All right, well that's okay. So we're back on A Mother's Love. Well, I mean, that was kind of like, I mean, wasn't that, I mean, it's kind of like a no-brainer. It's, I think that's what they were pushing you to do. It's like, you know, I don't know what he's going to do with it, but he's been creepy as this whole time. And then we know that he's the Bernadotto is going to only help one person, and the envoy is supposed to help more than one person or all of them. So I think it was like, yeah, I think you're supposed to go that one. He's been creepy the entire time, though. You know? I don't know. This might be a save scene. No, I don't want to go main menu. Let's do save. Gotta remember that. So in case I don't think I'll finish, I think I'll probably start the new one and then start working on that one. But if we do finish it early Friday, then I can always like reload this save and do some side ones. 'Cause I'm really looking forward to some of the other games too that I have on deck. I also got this new one called, it was on sale. It showed up on my Steams. That was on my wish list. I think it's called Conway. I think that's the name of it. And it's a murder one too. It looks pretty cool. Okay. Um, hey, let me ask you a quick question. And when y'all were like, when you were flying and stuff, and you document something or something like that, how would you put your dates? Like your date format? I'm just curious because there's like certain fields and careers that do it like the army does it, and the army does it like most of the world does it. So I was just curious if, like, you know, the airline industry, I guess, or pilots or something did it the same way. And I don't know if I said it was if you understood it. Oh, so y'all would still do it as month, day, year. Okay. I was just curious if because like this one, also I found out that I was wondering, I was watching something online and I heard them say schedule, and this whole game they've been saying schedule. Schedule. Like they don't pronounce it with the hard K. Like this. I mean, this is given the year, but I know this is real popular in coding. If they save something, they save it with the year first. But this is, I don't know why they do it that way. The army, and I know most of them do, like they'll do it like it's day, month, year. So this would be 17/1/2023. That's how we did it in the army. And I know a lot of the world does it in that format way too. So I was just curious because I know some industry, like certain industries will. What the? It's a mermaid.
It's a bizarre object, and yet oddly familiar.
Uh-oh, here we go. I like the effects on these cut screens, like the little dots and that stuff, and like the old retro look in it.
Remember something?
Yes. A room full of curiosities and artifacts. I think I can find it in the manor.
Sherlock. So, you continue to pursue the imaginary. I had hoped you might have got all this out of your system by now.
Mycroft, what are you doing here? Get out of my house.
It's my house, actually. I've come to bring you back.
I have no interest in returning, let alone with you. I know you lied about Mother all these years, claiming she was merely ill, but she was unstable. She never had tuberculosis. She was not recuperating, but mentally deteriorating, and you never once thought to tell me. How dare you?
I shall not indulge this petulant tantrum. You can just tire yourself out and then slink back to London with your tail between your legs.
Just tell me everything! I'm an adult now. Show me the basic courtesy of an explanation. You know I will find out eventually.
The goal was stability, and that's what you got. The right thing for everyone was to try and move on from her passing.
The consequences of one's actions determines what is right or wrong.
Yes, exactly. The ends justify the means. After leaving Cordona, Sherlock, you had a normal childhood. In London, I was able to support you, guide you, shape you into a fine and productive young man. You have so much potential, so much to offer society.
But that's not the end. Now I found the truth, and it has shattered everything I knew about her, about you, and about myself. I feel unstable because of you. Your actions were not justified. Lying never is.
Oh, grow up, Sherlock. It was a white lie which has as much use in the realm of the interpersonal as the international. It is time you come to accept that some things are bigger than yourself.
Oh, you are full of it. You like to pretend you care about the big picture, but it's just an ego trip. You like knowing more than others. You like greasing palms and rubbing shoulders with the rich and powerful. You like having eyes and ears everywhere. The fact it helps the nation is incidental, because all you care about is yourself.
It's true. I have agents everywhere, including Cordona. If you weren't so damn stubborn, you'd realize that means I'm only here for you.
How old he is in this. I was thinking he was like in his late 20s or mid 20s. Already looked at that, didn't I?
Mycroft's umbrella, the only outgoing thing in his wardrobe.
Oh, look at this. This is telling me to pin something.
I remember returning home with a pair of perfect sticks. We wanted to turn them into training swords.
Oh, that's right. We stood there, frozen, staring at something huge in the main hall. It was a giant aquarium with a living mermaid in it.
What?
It must have been something else. Oh, of course, that mortifying hoax presently taking up space in our front yard.
Well, fine. Your memory's better than mine. But I'm sure we started examining it immediately. And someone else was around, too.
It was my mother. She asked what I thought of the artifact.
You were really concentrating and holding something in your hand.
I inspected it with a magnifying glass and was able to confirm it was made of two different skeletons. The mermaid was a fake.
And so it was time to smash the thing. Your mother took a hammer and...
Slow down, John. That's not how it happened. I remember other people joined us.
I'm hoping I can get that to work. Although I'm not doing a Sherlock.
Took the artifact and placed it into the cabinet of curiosities. It became part of Mother's collection of fakes. She always said that the truth lies in the details. This mermaid helped me to learn that. Ah yes, my mother's studio. She was an authenticator, and this was her cabinet of curiosities.
I never saw the point. What does it matter if some artifact is real or not? It still exists.
I don't know if I agree with that. what's the matter if the artifact's real or not?
It was perfect for...
Wigwam! Oh, that was a joy to build them. Imagining ourselves as wayfarers on the other side of the world.
Watkinson and Holman, Chapter 1, by Wallace Dioram.
Oh, Mycroft. He always acts so serious, but then reads tripe like this.
John, if I remember correctly, you couldn't put this book down. Another fake Holy Grail. Its owner claimed to be the heir of King Arthur. Scarcely believable. He also insisted a deadly rabbit was hunting him.
Excuse me. Oh wait, what's this? Did I look at this one? Oh no, I didn't.
One of the most ridiculous fakes I ever saw. Its owner insisted it was a polar bear. He thought the white paint on the brown fur wasn't noticeable.
Oh man. Oh, this is gonna be, look at the fangs.
Mother said this was among the hunting trophies of a Scottish Viscount.
So he tried to persuade everyone that his forest was inhabited by these beasts. It would have been thrilling if it were actually true.
This is giving me flashbacks to whenever I was younger and how, whenever I was younger, you don't have it nowadays, I guess, but how like what was it? Was it a jackrabbit with antelope? A jackalope, and of course Bigfoot and Yeti and like all that stuff. You know, it's just, you look back on it like how much of a big deal that was, like in the 70s. And then like the Bermuda Triangle scared the shit out of me for some reason. Like I was gonna, I think I heard a comedian talking about it one time, and they were saying how, like, for no particular reason, Bermuda Triangle scared the crap out of me, and I was deathly afraid of it, and I worried about it, though I was nowhere even close to it.
The full plate armor of Sir Robert Saunford. I was told my father won it in a wager.
Armor is armor, but look at his sword. Oh, how badly I wanted to wield the blade. Maybe you take it instead of your pistol.
But yeah, all that, like the old stuff, like in the 70s when it was all like hype, the Loch Ness Monster. I was trying to think of something else. I'm trying to traumatic situation. Oh, see, that's what I was wondering on. I was wondering if Sherlock might have some, like, there was you know, passed down some genetic thing that, I mean, if I knew anything about Sherlock, I'd probably have a better idea, but I don't. You know, I only know the extreme basics of him.
Clearly, it was deliberately torn. I wonder why someone would do that. The Tulpa, Studies in Tibetan Mentalism. An impressive number of bookmarks. Someone was rather obsessed with this subject.
No kidding. Another stuff back in the days, and I'm sure they exist, but not to the degree it seemed like whenever I was younger, which were cults, like, you know, Jim Jones and you had Manson and just all the different ones. Seemed like those were huge too.
And this one was brought from a German museum. They claimed it belonged to Vikings. Nonsense, of course. Vikings never had horns on their helmets. The so-called mummy of a Persian princess. The defrauders did good work, but missed one small detail. It's the mummy of a man.
This is like a fake. It was. Why's that broke? But this one might be the only one that's real.
Look, it's Roger. This jolly old man's well preserved. Even looks refreshed.
I doubt he drew much interest at the auction.
That's for the best. I'd be upset if he fell into the wrong hands.
Oh no, I haven't even made it around. Oh shit, so I need to... Damn it. Okay, let me look at this real quick. Holy shit, 5 of them.
Reliable and driven. I recognize Mycroft's handwriting. Officer Luciano J. Placido. So many calling cards. Mycroft liked to keep useful people at hand.
Placido, that's the one we helped, wasn't it? That we let go? So he could retire, or because he...
This drawer was always closed. Only Mycroft knew how to open it.
I remember we tried to break it open and spy on him, but alas, had no success. Maybe today's the day. Oh, Sherry.
Carefully opened. Dated 24th of April, 1869.
You're informed that this is Dr. Green.
I'm starting to remember something.
Probably a bunch of stuff. Let me guess. Because a lot of this is probably just, oh, yeah.
Oh, I remember these. We used them to spar together until Mycroft found out and forbade us from using real weapons.
I hate that I can't.
This photo caused a lot of fuss. My mother spent some time to prove it was a fake.
Oh, okay. So she knew they were fake. She just liked having them. Okay. I thought she would she was gone so far out that mentally that she
1852,
thought
Bingley,
they were.
West Yorkshire.
Anything here? Okay, nothing here, nothing here. That was the only thing. What's this diving suit? See, that scares me. Doesn't scare me, but man, I do not like. I forgot the name of it. It's a phobia. I don't know if it's a true phobia, but man, I don't like seeing like water or ocean, or it doesn't even have to be that. There was a seafood restaurant over by where I live, and they had like a because we were right near the, is it the Natchez River, and it was like out kind of on the water, you know, like part of it's on the water or whatever, and they had spots where you could pull your boat up to, but no one used it because it was just crap, you know. It was like grass, and it wasn't good. It wasn't nice. Like Kima in the Seabrook area in Texas, over near like south of Houston, they have a nice host thing, but this was trash. But anyway, there were boats there that were like that had been there for years, so they were like half submerged. And I remember it would just freak me out. I mean, like, I wouldn't get like wild or anything. It was just wild because, you know, it was like dark, so you didn't know what was in the water. And, you know, I guess the, like, not knowing if an alligator might be around there either might be scaring me too. But I just always, and I'm not a real big fan of like seeing that stuff, like some of it submerged. We went and looked at some bunkers, old bunkers one time, and they were like half submerged because they were out off the beach. Anyway, yeah, I'm not a big fan of it. Like sunken ships and stuff, you know, they kind of freak me out a little bit. Okay, we already read those. Mirrors. Yeah, I think I already read these. These are just telling me I have them. Now this. What is this giving me? I don't think this. Yeah, I didn't think so. I'm going to do it, but I know there's not. Yeah. So let's see this one first. We'll pin this one. Where's the...
Ah, the memory comes back. We snuck about watching him.
He closed the drawer and went to the hall. We were like two shadows crawling behind him.
He opened the door to the postman, and they exchanged documents. If it was a real postman, of course. Then he threw some logs into the fire and sat in his armchair to read.
It's as boring now as it was then. I'm sorry, Sherry, but I think that's it.
Wait, John, we never use the fireplace in the mornings. What if... A bit of juniper in the fireplace created a soothing atmosphere. It's the little things, isn't it?
Key.
I think this is what we're looking for.
Let's go down to the ground floor. First floor for the Americans.
We made it. So what's there?
Some
Single malt whiskey. Mycroft's favourite. Gifted by Queen Victoria herself. Otto Richter. This one is rather thick. Mycroft can be truly dogged in his research. Dossiers on the most influential people on Cordona. Mycroft always had a habit of building files on everyone he met.
Okay, so we completed that one. And a key. Okay, so let's pin that one. Start going through this one.
I used this ladder to look at the top shelf, right? On the day of Mother's breakdown upstairs.
Right you are, Sherry.
We heard a noise. I can't recall of exactly what. And we didn't have a great view from behind the statue. Books and papers from the table somehow ended up on the floor. Now it's coming to the surface. I feel it.
Oh, here we go. Reenactment. This is a dramatization. These are actors. Okay, well, I think it's yeah. I mean, that's pretty much what he said. Let's see.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
I guess I wasn't paying attention. We had decided to play with the new artifacts. I used a ladder to reach them on the top shelf. There was a sudden noise, but it was hard to see what was happening from behind the statue. The papers and books from the work table ended up on the floor, but I'm not sure how. That, to me, sounds exactly what I have in here. Plus, it talks about, it shows how it got ripped. What am I? That's all there is to this one. I don't even know what that one would be referring to. Hard to see around this. I want to do it just because I'm curious.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Am I missing a thing or something? That's the only two. That one and them looking. What the hell? I started remembering something from my childhood. We had decided to play with the new artifacts. I usually allowed to reach them on the top shelf. Oh, okay. I bet you we started the play. This is them playing, not him reaching. They're playing right now. Then they did that. Let's see. Yeah, that was it.
Come on, Sherry. Let's go outside. Wait. Did you hear that? Come here, Sherry.
You call this progress? Charlatan, amateur. I'm not letting you anywhere near my mother again.
So there was a quarrel between them. I heard a noise in the hall. Let's check it out.
Okay. I'm doing another save because I think this is when it happens, maybe? Oh.
Sherry, look. We've got a path.
Oops, sorry. I was going to look at it. Oh, no.
An invitation that comes with a mask. We can't miss this, Sherry. I think we deserve a rest.
Northern Grant. Oh, I was in the wrong one. I was looking at. No, I was in the right one. Look, Northern Grand. This is. Oh, it's probably over here. There it is. Turquoise Lane. Is this? It's probably somewhere over here. Is this what just got? Yeah, this is what just got. Where am I located? Mark, put a mark in right there. That's like, this is what I was talking about, man. It's like nothing. There's something over there, and I haven't like even went over there. I have no fat. Oh, there's a fast travel there. I gotta go out of the mansion first. Let's go to the. We'll go to southern and then we'll run north. All right, yeah, pretty much.
That was the third in a row.
What do the ancestors have in common? Oh, can't afford to save. Magical performance. Witchcraft. Nope. Burglary. So magical performance and shit.
That was the third in a row.
Oh. No, god dang it. Damn it. Was it burglary? I can't remember what the other one was. Shit.
That was the third.
Can't afford to save. Witchcraft. Burglary. Police to occupy. Not safe. Wealthy houses. Magical performance. Side quests. This way. Oh, this is it. Has to be it.
Welcome to the Manchos mansion.
Yeah, that's it. That's it, all right. There we go. Look at us. Looking sharp. Eyes wide shut. I never ended up watching that one.
Welcome, sir. I do hope you enjoy yourself.
Uh-oh. I almost know where this is going to go. This is like an eyes wide shut.
I think we deserve a rest.
Enjoy the evening, sir. There is still plenty of time before the grand finale.
All right.
What if I write an article about these people here? Can you help me gather information about Cordona's elite?
What's John doing?
My goodness, Sherlock. They made a blood fountain.
No, John, it's definitely not blood, just wine. Gahor, is it a guess?
So I wonder. Oh wait, I could do it this way.
I guarantee we'll have a good time.
Ooh. Oh.
Manchos had to enforce the masks after the scandal.
Oh god, that was probably it. Damn it. Damn it. I did it too quick. Just now I don't remember.
Manchos had to enforce.
Okay. That wasn't one. 2 4 to 10. Fired after accident. Someone was sick. No. Uninvited priest. No. Political crisis. Damn, this is more than 3?
Manchos had to enforce the masks after the scandal.
No. Damn it. Damn it. All right, Bim. Yeah, I'm going to do this.
Enforce the masks.
I'm going to do this and then save it and then log. So you're not going to miss much. You're just going to, I'm going to do this one. I was kind of, I wasn't,
had to enforce the masks after
I was just going to fiddle around in here and not start the main thing. I was just going to, I wanted to get here and get ready. And then then this Friday, I'm just going to like take off running and try to finish this. Cause I think when I finish this, I think that's the end one. I'm hoping so.
The masks after the scandal.
All right, man. Thanks a lot, Bim, for hanging out. I appreciate it. I needed 4. Okay.
That's what I like about this party. Bring me more dirt, Sherry. One more piece, and I can expose these base hedonists.
Okay, I might do the. Let me. See if I can find another one. No, I didn't want to do that.
Sherlock, friend. I
Damn
wasn't
it.
sure you'd come.
Werner, I see you are not yourself.
The more time.
I'm gonna skip this. I'm gonna come back to it.
My mind already.
Going back to us. Load. That right before that? See where this is.
Look, the cutest thing you'll see all day. Hamlet staged by children.
What the hell? Shit. So where did that leave me on this one? Okay, so I know not to go to the last one.
Welcome, sir.
Don't go to the left side.
You know what was here before Mancho's family bought it.
Okay.
You know what was here before.
But okay, now.
I'll pin them down with this scoop. Thank you, Sherlock.
All right, so now we can go back to this. All right, so that's save. And that's it. All right, take it easy. I'm out. See you later. Adios, amigos.